Okay, so today we will be doing, why is it not showing? You can see me, right?
Yeah.
But why isn't the big screen? Okay, here we are. So we are going to film, and we're recording now. We're gonna make chili, and we're gonna do a recipe. Ivory, come be my filmer. Okay, so you're gonna film what we're gonna be doing. And
Mommy,
what?
how do I like face it the other way?
You can if you want. You can hold it like that. You're gonna film the food and stuff, right?
Yeah, but can you
So the recipe is found in the pandemic group. So we're gonna get that. So have you guys got that pulled up already? I'm gonna show you. I should have done a screenshot of it, but I will post it in here somehow. And we will do that too. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna make chili, and I need the recipe. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. We're gonna give you a couple different ways to do it. One is that you can make it a chili recipe that's lean and green for those who are using my program. And then we also have a recipe that I was gonna teach you of what I do for my family to adapt. So first off, we always wash our hands with soap. And I hope you guys are enjoying. Did you guys get a chance to go out and work out today? The sun, it was raining this morning and the sun finally came out. Now, if anybody wants to share anything, please take yourself off mute. You do not have to be mute. That's fun. So let's see. So whenever we start cooking chili, we're gonna start with the ground beef. Now, if you're vegan or something like that, of course you'll omit this. But we're gonna start cooking the ground beef right now. And then I like to do bulk because I have a family of 6. So I cook a lot. So I'm gonna start with the spices and do like a little compilation of it. And then we'll do more. So let me pull up really quick the recipe. Okay, so the recipe starts with the beef and then 2 cans of the diced tomatoes. Oh, this is gonna be so tricky for me to remember all this in my head. 2 cans of Italian tomatoes, and then it's got 1/2 cup of tomato sauce and 1/2 cup of water. You guys can remind me of what I just said. 2 cans of this. 2 of these. Okay, we're gonna put those in. So I'm gonna do the version that's lean and green in this can, or in this. And hopefully you guys are all recycling everything too. So we've got that, and then it had a 1/2 cup of tomato sauce. I thought I had that out, but then I was reading wrong. So when I don't have tomato sauce, this is a very, very thick chili. So I'm gonna use just a can of tomatoes. And it's gonna call for tomato juice too. So 2 cans of tomatoes, it called for a cup of sauce or something like that. And then I think it called, go look and see how much water it called for. Here, do you wanna leave that with me? This is so fun to do this when I don't really know what I'm doing with the live. Hopefully this all works out, and hopefully you guys don't have, if you have questions, you better be asking me, because I can't read your minds. How much?
It's a 1/2 cup of water, I think.
Okay, 1/2 cup of water.
I don't know.
So I'm gonna pour just a little bit more of
You
this.
just asked for the water, so
Yeah, that's great. That's what I wanted to know. You're doing good. Okay, so we got a 1/2 cup of water. Okay, and then you'll be putting it right into the tomato pot. And then I'm actually going to turn that on the back. Now my family's weird. I don't know. My husband grew up having rice with his chili. And I kind of like make it only for him. But then my older 2 kids started adopting that habit. So we usually have rice with it. I happen to have some rice in my fridge, and like rice is not even in the grocery store. This is such a great recipe for people who don't have much fresh stuff at home. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get this beef ready. Maybe I was prepared, and then time just jumps by so fast, and now I feel unprepared because now I can't remember the rest of the recipe. Let me go see. So we have, I forgot what you talk about too. What do you like to do?
Throw it away.
Yeah. Okay, so call for a half a cup of green peppers. And then so good job, Ivy.
You can't do it.
Okay, so it calls for a green pepper. It calls for a half a cup, but I know I won't need this, but I'm going to do 2 recipes, so I'll just...
Do you want your head in it or not?
Yeah, you want to. Whatever you want. Hopefully it's okay for you guys. Okay, so we're doing this. I am a knife Nazi. I'm very particular on the knives that I have. And if you don't like to cook, I wonder, I'm curious, do you have a good knife? Because it really does make a huge difference in my cooking experience. I don't even like to cook at my mom's house or somebody's house that doesn't have a good knife. Actually, my mom does have a good knife because my brother takes care of her. He has like 20, like maybe, I think he said he had 20 pocket knives and they're all like $200 each. So he's like, I don't know why I keep buying these pocket knives. I am curious. I don't, with hybrids, I know you can't, but I'm wondering if these, here, let's do this right here. So I'm cutting my pepper. I'm wondering if these seeds will grow. I know you can do it with most things. I know you can't do it with hybrid things that you grow. So we're putting in you guys are all quiet. Anybody's brave, say hi. You can come off mute.
I'm brave. Mommy, don't you think it's green? I'm only getting your own.
Try to like shave off the pieces that are cooked. Okay, so I called for a half a cup of this. I'm gonna wait for a second. I already have these cut for it because I knew we would be doing this. Yeah, thank you. So when we make my own recipe, I'm gonna put this in at the end. That is for my family. But with the lean and green recipe that we're making, you're gonna use green onions and bell peppers. And then we're gonna do 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder. Okay, so I like to do several batches and then I put them into zippy bags so the next time I don't have to pull out all the ingredients and I just have the spices ready to go in a chili mix. And so I'll probably be doing that. Okay, so this is going to be for the one that we're doing for this recipe. That's the lean and green recipe. I have the recipe in the Famdemic group and it has all the ingredients in it, in that post. So 1.5 chili powder. And it depends how spicy you like it too, of course. Okay, 1 teaspoon of cumin. How's that coming along, Rex?
Almost done.
And then also, sometimes I double the recipe and then I can make it in the freezer, right? And then you have an easy meal in the freezer. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. I know this is in the same recipe. This is 1 teaspoon of cumin and the other. So like I said, I try to double the batches and it's easier for my cooking. Okay, cumin. Black pepper is a 1/2 teaspoon. I don't have my measuring thing. Oh my gosh, of course. Jason, will you give me some black pepper? Well, maybe I have enough. Yeah, I have like a, well, maybe I've got enough. I got enough. No, I don't have enough.
It's 4:15.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's 4:16.
Okay, so I got pepper in all of these. Okay, this is garbage. And then salt, 3/4 teaspoon. So these are the spices that go into the recipe for the lean and green. Salt. Okay. And then garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon. I love garlic powder in this. Or you could use rolled up garlic if you wanted. I'm like almost out of this, but I have a whole new one. I'm so glad. I like garlic, so sometimes I do more than it asks for. There's a recipe, thank you. Whoa. Jason, you're the best. Okay, so I used 1/2 of my spices today, that's good. And then it calls for a packet of Splenda. It seems like all the recipes really do that. Yeah, keep filming, Rex, that's good.
What?
That's good. So when you break apart the meat, you're supposed to get it as small as possible. And then I have the Splenda that I am doing. Okay. So, you know how I said I was going to adapt the recipe? I am going to make this other recipe as well. The one that I like, it's supposed to be as close as you can get to the Wendy's chili. The only spice difference was that it called for oregano. And so I was making those adjustments here. What, I already talked.
How long will it take to make it?
So I don't know. So we're gonna ground the beef, and then we can add the onions. These are green onions. If you're on the 5-in-1 program, white onions are very high glycemic and they kind of turn into sugar a little bit. And so that would not be a good choice at that time in your goals. And then we're gonna add the pepper. It's a 1/2 cup of pepper. And then my own family, I'm going to be adding celery to it. And then here are all the spices. So this is starting to boil in the back. And so basically the lean and green recipe, it's not going to add beans. They are very high glycemic. They're wonderful for maintenance. But for right now, if you're in the fat burning stage, it will kick you out. So there's all the ingredients of the spices that we did. I'm going to pour them into here. And then Rex is stirring and spilling and having fun. He's getting all this. And so as soon as the onions turn translucent is what you're supposed to say, or just that you can tell that they're cooked, that is when you're done cooking that. And then I'm going to add the celery, to my own pot. And then here's these spices. So I'm going to get these cookie bags that I have. And then I'm going to put it in here. So basically that's chili. So some of the adaptations that I do is the rice, which I mentioned. But my husband likes to have rice with his in the bottom. You could do cauliflower rice if that's your thing, for more veggies. And then another idea is that you can do Fritos. Jason always did that growing up. So I'm telling you, I have some picky eaters, and that's the truth of it. And so I make one meal and I can deal with it. This girl right here, she's one of the picky ones. And so we have Fritos and she'll eat the Fritos in rice. That's what happens. And then I have a fruit bowl and that's what we eat. So this is a great recipe. My sister made this at her ward chili cook-off. And there's these that say chili seasoning. At the cook-off, and she ended up winning. So that's kind of fun. It's a good recipe. And let's see. So for the recipe that I cook with my family, I'm going to be adding my pinto beans and kidney beans, and that's the difference. And that's the difference, basically. But there are the specifics so that you can stay in a strong fat burn. I hope you guys are having a good time. So I'm going to, let's see, how do I switch this? Yes. So we hope that you guys had fun joining us with this class. Hey, is that Marcella, my sister-in-law? Well, I hope it is. Anyways, so we have this for you, and then I will post the recipe, and everything will be in that Femdemic 2020 group. So if you guys have anything to add, now is the time. Okay, so I'll put the link there, and then you can do the recording. And you're gonna cook, if you're cooking on the stove, probably bring it to a boil, then turn it to simmer for like 45 minutes, probably. Something like that. And then I always put it in the crock pot. It's my crock pot meal. So I hope you guys have a good one. Happy Monday.